What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Freeze Frame, episode 78, the show where we stop to take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Vincent DeSantis, and today I'm joined by Ryder Maldonado. Now, Ryder, before we get into the housekeeping, is my mic coming through on your OBS?
Yes,
just as a double check.
Yeah.
We absolutely love to see it. Guys, if you're listening on audio platforms, please give us a review and let us know what you think. Hop into Discord, stay up to date, join our community, follow our TikTok, follow our Twitter. This week, you're not going to want to miss out on YouTube content if you're listening on audio platforms because it is D23 at the end of the week, and Ryder's going to be there in Anaheim, California, on the show floor. We'll be live streaming it, different parts of it and stuff like that. So please go over to youtube.com/strictlycasual and subscribe over there. Help us out a bunch. We just did a little prediction video on basically what some of the Marvel stuff they could show there.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. So you can check that video out now if you want to get a little head start, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Ryder, give me the quote of the week.
All right.
Is this the quote of the week for last week?
This is last week. Yeah, this was brought by James. There was one that, I was going to keep it in. There was one that me and James read, and we were so confused on it. And I think you brought it. It was like the weirdest quote ever. I might have to look back and tell you off the pod. But I was like, what is this from? He was like, I don't know.
A quote that I brought in?
Yeah, it was what you had brought the week before, 2 weeks ago. But
it was No Country for Old Men.
Oh.
The coin flip. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think
was it the coin flip from No Country? Because I didn't bring another one, I don't think.
Never mind. I guess we just all forgot. I might have just put that one in, and I had no idea what it was.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, this is from James. I guess we can just go back and forth. There's multiple characters, so it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Here we go. The city's headed for a disaster of biblical proportions.
What do you mean, biblical?
What he means is Old Testament, Mr. Mayor, real wrath of God type stuff.
Exactly.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies, rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
All right, I get the point. There you have it. That was from Ghostbusters. I think it was pretty on brand. James was like, do some Ghostbusters. And I'm like, yeah, have you been to the fire department? Because it's there in the city. He was like, I have not yet.
That's true. Yeah, James should go check that out. That'd be pretty sweet.
There you have it. I brought one pretty on brand for at the end of the episode. I'll let you know what it is, Vince, after.
Sweet. I'm excited.
Okay, we got a lot of juicy stuff to get into. Rings of Power, House of Dragon, Venice Film Fest. I mean, there's a lot dropping. It's probably the busiest week, even for the gaming world, right? Like, gaming events are happening left and right. So
I wouldn't say the busiest, but pretty dang busy.
Yeah. Let's get started here. I guess, well, we won't talk about
Let's just jump into the Emmy wins, because we're going to get into all these details in just a hot sec.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also, Cobra Kai Season 5 comes out.
Yeah,
in just a couple days.
That's great.
That's insane because it has to take a back burner. I'm way more excited about House of Dragon, Rings of Power. Cobra Kai is starting, but also, what else? Something else starts in a couple weeks too.
Andor. Well, Andor, I guess.
Oh, Andor?
Yeah.
Dude, it's actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up. And I have She-Hulk going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, She-Hulk is happening.
There's no way. I don't even watch that much TV.
Later. Yeah, Andor starts way later, and yeah,
I'm like a one show at a time kind of guy, and even then it takes me forever. So like me trying to keep up with 5 different shows right now, probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's crazy. At least they do it on different days, but it is, and again, it's the weekend too. I mean, She-Hulk, it's like, I don't care about She-Hulk, but no, I'm just kidding. She-Hulk's cool. 30 minutes, so it's not too bad. But yeah, with Rings of Power and House of Dragon on the weekends, it's a busy time. It takes away a lot. Yep. No time for gaming. Okay, so here we go. We got 3 Emmy wins that I wanted to highlight because I just, it's my kind of favorite stuff. What We Do in the Shadows, they won Best Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes. Great for them.
Cool.
Succession wins Best Casting for a Drama Series. And Severance wins Best Main Title Design. Well deserved.
Now, let me ask you this. I believe these Emmys are ones that kind of get awarded before the show because the show's only 2 hours long and they don't have enough time to give all the Emmys. So they take some of the smaller categories and announce them ahead of time. Is the Emmys on Sunday?
I want to say, yeah, probably if it's coming up, then yeah, I don't know the exact date, but I guess you're looking it up.
See.
But it was weird. Severance won a couple of others. Stranger Things won a lot more.
September 12th. So next
Sunday.
Dang.
Monday.
5 p.m.
January 12th? That's weird. That's a Monday. Usually.
Just kidding. It's a Monday. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I hope Succession takes the cake for maybe Best Actor, but there's a lot of competitive stuff going on.
I wish we could like stream the Emmys, you know, if it wasn't like that'd be so much fun. Same with the Oscars, like that. I would love to do that. That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it because you like it's not allowed, or because they don't stream it?
Not allowed. They don't put it on YouTube. It's only a cable thing. Like so.
If I had YouTube TV, no, I don't know.
No, because it would just be repurposing like cable network.
Oh,
like you can't repurpose network
yeah.
TV. Yeah,
that's not. Wow, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it would be the same as like putting a streaming show, like episode 1 of whatever on Netflix, like streaming.
Would not be good. Yeah, I wish that would be fun though to do that, but
it would.
Anyways, we'll see what happens. So we'll talk.
I put one more on here too.
Oh,
did you read this one already? Tim Robinson wins Best Actor in Short Form Series. I Think You Should Leave. Writer, you have to watch I Think You Should Leave. It's so good.
At this point, for it to get awards recognition, I was like, dang, it must be that good.
It's hilarious. I don't even know if it's that good. It's just hilarious. It's just so funny.
I feel like a lot of people didn't know about it, but like you did with me, you're telling me about it, and word of mouth, that show got popular. Now even the Emmys recognize it.
I think it is definitely a word of mouth show because I don't think it has wide appeal, to be honest. I like... It could be hit or miss comedy-wise for some people. No, yeah, for sure. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about the wins because I don't know. I mean, it could be a surprise, but I just see Succession taking the cake. No, I don't know. And wait, what else was the big nom? For not just Succession, there was something else that got a bunch of nominations. I know. Now I'm going. I mean, certain things we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Barry got a lot of noms. Of course. Barry. That's the one that I was thinking of. A lot of HBO shows, but I feel like there was another one. Euphoria, Ozark, Better Call Saul. Oh yeah. Yellow Jackets. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, comedy stuff like Only Murders in the Building, all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, crazy. Okay. Crazy. Excited though. Ryder, I'm gonna throw this clip off to you. Okay. To start. Here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. The Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power is Amazon's biggest premiere of all time with 25 million viewers, and we want to give our thoughts a little bit about what we thought about the first 2 episodes. Ryder, House of Dragon, when it premiered, had 10 million people watching live. Okay. This Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, 25 million people tuned in first day to watch this. That's insane. That's crazy. And not to already start off comparing, but both are amazing in their own right. We love both. I think the first thing off the bat, before we get into details and statistics, Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power needs to be seen on a IMAX screen. I don't know if the first 2 episodes are still, you can, but if you missed out on that, I'm sorry, but this show is gorgeous. And even watching it on the biggest TV, the biggest audio things I have, the biggest, speakers, it is an experience. And I think that they really went out their way to make it look amazing with the CGI and kind of make it a spectacle. I mean, you have some details here about the VFX shots and stuff. I mean, not just a spectacle, but the music that ties it all together is phenomenal. It is Lord of the Rings. They bring it back in, like real nice. So we have here that there were 20 studios that came together on the Rings of Power and nearly 9,500 VFX shots. Okay. And this quote from the VFX producer says, "We made it so that it would play technically beautifully in everything up to an IMAX screen." That's insane. That's awesome. It makes sense. That's so awesome. We also have here, and get excited because season 2 is just a couple of weeks away from starting production, says the showrunner. And that's great because you can already see the kind of setup and build up for, projects like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. It focuses on 3 multiple stories, kind of 4 storylines. But yeah, I wouldn't even say it's setting up Lord of the Rings much or The Hobbit. It just has it's in the same world. So they're talking about it. Yeah, they're kind of talking about the events. For example, Galadriel is one of the main characters, and it's cool to see her. She's played by Cate Blanchett in the movies. And I'm like, wow, this is great kind of seeing her origin. And she is a totally different character. But you could see her evolution. I could see it growing over the course of this show in multiple seasons. Yeah. And the hype of Sauron and Morgoth and kind of the buildup of the dark side, the evil in the world is starting to rise up. And I think that's the best part about, hey, we're at peacetime, but it's building up to hopefully an epic climax in this season. I don't know if you feel that way too. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I would love to get into a little bit of spoiler territory at the end of this video for the first 2 episodes of The Rings of Power. That's all. So if you've watched it, awesome. Stick with us. If you haven't, pause the video, go watch those episodes, and then watch the rest of this clip. But I really am connecting with some of the cast here. Like some of the characters that we're following are great. I heard a lot of complaints that people thought the first episode was extremely slow and boring and stuff like that. But I love the Tolkien-esque world building of how did we actually get to Middle-earth? They talked about the elves traveling across the sea to get to Middle-earth and be there first. And we were talking about just kind of the different areas that people kind of settled in. And the Horfoots or Orfoots or whatever they're called are basically hobbits. They're hobbits. Not yet hobbits, but like they're
different evolution.
What they were at first.
Yeah. And another great thing too is that this show doesn't have you kind of meeting characters. While I know they'll probably meet each other, and that's kind of the fun of it. But there are relationships already built that you have to kind of pick up on by dialogue and say like, what's going on here? How long have you known each other? What's the relationship? Some of them are friends. Some of them had romantic relationships. It seems like you know, like we can kind of get into what we think with that, but you could see kind of in the behind the scenes like the darkness kind of slithering their way in the relationships. And I think like, I don't know how that's going to interfere or how that helps, but there's some fun stuff, especially the highlight is the I don't want to say trolls, man, I'm going blank. The guys in the mountains, the builders.
Oh, the dwarves.
The dwarves.
Dude, the whole dwarf city was awesome. So the music that goes in when you go underneath like into the city, the characters are great. They brought that comedy in, but still like, okay, I think The Hobbit really built that comedy around the dwarves a lot more, you know? And I think that was one of the stronger parts of The Hobbit, I would say. So bringing that into here is awesome. Yeah. Yes, there's still comedy with the dwarves in Lord of the Rings also, you know, but I think the emphasis there in here also is great. I love the characters. Like I love all the characters so far. It's really, really cool. I want to see how they get built. I'm so on a couple people. But like a standout for me is the woodland elf. I forget his name, but he's like in love with that girl in that city. Oh yeah,
the Legolas type guy, right? He's like he's our substitute Legolas.
I guess, yeah. You're kind of right. Bowman, like kind of badass.
Yeah. He's that.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait to see what he does too. But there's a lot of plot points that I could see going well. The CGI is gorgeous for the most part. We have what 8 more episodes? Is it a 10 episode show?
I think it was 9. I don't know. It could be more. I thought it was 9, but I guess we can go with spoilers. You know, off the bat, Galadriel on this kind of self-righteous journey to avenge her brother. Right, her brother died at the hands of Sauron, and she has her dagger, and she's there ready to go through the ends of the earth just to sacrifice herself. And while all the other elves, they were they did one successful mission, and they were getting delivered off to their own vibe, their own world of.
Oh yeah, she jumps,
Valhalla, right? Yeah, she jumps off of that. That's how.
It's not Valhalla. It's like it's back to their world, back to their where they crossed the seas to go to Middle Earth. They're going back. Like that is them going back to their original world to like live the rest of their lives. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. But I think her story is the strongest because along the way she meets another character, and while it seemed kind of unnecessary with the boat and kind of the water. With the worm, the water worm.
Who became a main character.
Yeah, he's already like, it's like I have a pouch, like I know where I could take you, and it's like, okay, now the story's moving and it kind of follow her. And meanwhile, you have the Hobbit with the guy that fell from the meteor. Who's this meteor guy?
Crazy. Yeah, that character's awesome. He screams and all the trees kind of like suck in. I'm like, whoa, that's so cool.
Is it a young Gandalf? I don't know.
No. I don't think so.
Because I'm like, how do wizards enter a realm? Maybe they just come in a meteor. I don't know.
Oh, you think he's a wizard? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think he might be a wizard. Because remember when we met Gandalf, there were like multiples. There were others. Yeah. So
there's other wizards. Yeah.
Maybe he's there to help people because he has the power. So I was like,
oh, that's true. I didn't even consider that.
He's like, evil is coming. I'm here to like Thanos is coming. It's like that. No,
dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the show has in store for us because there's huge battle sequences that I'm excited to see eventually. Just even some of the quieter moments with just music, they have those beautiful sweeping drone shots and stuff with like, obviously most of it is fake. It's like a fake camera drone, but anyways, it's gorgeous no matter what. It's very cool.
My last thing I'll say, Lord of the Rings is back. And if you thought otherwise, enjoy this show for what you have.
Absolutely. Haters. Sorry. I love Lord of the Rings. It's not
gotta
bad.
Love it.
It's cool. It's very cool. But let us know if you disliked it. I would actually love to know like why. I've heard a lot of things about it that are like, critique. Oh, I don't like this, but no reason. Like I would like to know the reasoning. Like why is something bad or why don't you like it? So yeah, let us know about all that. Thank you guys so much for watching this clip on Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. If you want to know more about Rings of Power, I'm sure we'll be doing more content right here on Strictly Casual. You can subscribe right here. If you're listening on audio platforms, please jump over to YouTube and check this out. And if you want to listen to the full episode, if you're on YouTube, that's for free on all audio platforms. You can check that out as well. Just type in Strictly Casual freeze frame, and it'll be the latest episode. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Okay, cool. Epic. Good clip.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So much. Okay. Moving on here, we're gonna dive into a little bit of the Venice Film Fest, something that Vince was very excited about, brought it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, there's some good stuff. I gotta dive into this. First things up, Don't Worry Darling is doing their press, along with a lot of other films for the rest of the year, right? Like you said, Don't Worry Darling, Harry Styles, Olivia Wilde, Chris Pine, and Florence Pugh star in this. They're there right now. Florence Pugh, following the drama of the film, she's like, I'll only do Venice Film Fest, and that's it. I'm not gonna do other press. So she's there.
Yeah.
Harry Styles talks about, there's a quote here. Harry Styles talks about his acting and how it's something new to him. He says, what I like about acting, it's the feeling that I have no idea what I'm doing. And so people would say, well, I don't think you know what you're doing because
that clip that we saw.
Yeah, the clip. So out of context. But they're all there right now. And
well, okay, so we're getting into the end of the year. We're getting into the award season movies, I would say. This is always where it happens. End of the year, all the bangers come out, and it's like the things that get nominated for Oscars and international awards and stuff. So we have Venice Film Festival. We have TIFF, which is in a couple weeks, I believe, Toronto International Film Festival. And one other festival. Crap, I can't remember. But between these three,
Sundance?
I would say... No, not Sundance.
That's
That's in March or April. Something like that. This is where all the bangers are shown, okay? All of them. There's so many good ones coming out right now. Like, for instance, this is a really nice highlight that I would love to talk about, is Brendan Fraser in tears during a 6-minute standing ovation for The Whale. Isn't that nuts?
Amazing.
Brendan Fraser, our man that was blacklisted from Hollywood for 2 decades, gets a standing ovation for his performance in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale.
I put the biggest comeback in Hollywood history, like for an actor.
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
It's so cool. He's such a sweet man. So here's a little summary for The Whale, which is the movie that he stars in. Charlie, Brendan Fraser, is a 600-pound man bound to the constraints of his apartment. As a result of his limited mobility, he is frequently visited by his friend Liz, who doubles as a nurse. Liz is the only vessel for emotion Charlie knows, as the pair share a bond of mutual love and trauma. As Charlie's health rapidly declines, a somewhat familiar face re-enters his life. His daughter Ellie, Sadie Sink, who is from Netflix, Stranger Things. After 8 years of physical and emotional distance, their relationship is in disarray. Ellie is a rebellious high school senior who begins taking advantage of her impaired father's loneliness without her mother's knowledge. Among these complex relationships, a young missionary named Thomas, Ty Simpkins?
Yeah, I know. I was like, what? Ty Simpkins?
That's the guy from...
he's from, he's, one of the big young actors. Let's see. Oh, he's from
that's
Iron Man.
I met this guy.
Yeah, he plays Harley Keener.
Okay, comes into the picture, convinced he has the ability to save Charlie from his suffering. Very funny. And the quote, this is from one of the reviews, Brendan Fraser possesses this irresistible power to tug on your heartstrings. Fraser is well deserved of all the praise headed his way and has delivered another standout within his vast career. Brendan Fraser is back, baby. We love to see it. Unfortunately, we won't see him in Batgirl, though.
Oh, no. As Firefly. That's
sad.
One of the cool villains, but yeah. I wanted to say real quick before I get into my thoughts of that. Venice Film Festival, that ends the 10th. I have the list now. I found it. TIFF starts the 8th, and it goes to the 18th of September. So the next 2 big ones are New York Film Festival and BFI London.
Oh, BFI. That's the one.
Yeah, they're happening October-ish. So
okay.
Those are the 2 next big ones. So, I mean, yeah, like you said, lots more stuff, screenings and stuff.
I believe the tickets for TIFF so TIFF is where Steven Spielberg's next movie is going to be releasing at.
Rosenbaum's?
So,
Rosenbaum's, I think.
No, The Fableman.
Which
is a movie he made about himself.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when I said Meet the Rosenbaums. I don't know why.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know what that one. So I'm excited for that. We have Killers of the Flower Moon, Scorsese's next movie coming out soon. A lot of international pictures that everybody's looking forward to. Just bangers on bangers. So,
nice.
Martin McDonald or whatever. Donald, I don't know how to say his last name.
Donald,
His next Colin Farrell movie.
Oh, yeah.
Played, and people really liked it. They say it's better than In Bruges, and I love In Bruges.
Oh, man, dude, you're sounding a real cinephile here. I don't know. I gotta see
Dude,
this.
it's awesome. That movie's awesome. You would love it.
Okay.
You would love it.
No, I bet I will. I'll check it out.
That's Colin Farrell and Dominic something.
Dominic Monaghan?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Kind of a bigger guy.
Okay. Probably. I'll check it out.
Dude, movie's it's so good. It's one of my favorites. I would say top 30 movies, top 40 movies. Really good.
Well, that's on my list. You'll have to tell me after. I'll put it on.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. You know, the video came out of Brendan Fraser, and you know, like even with his little pant leg, he was like pulling it down. But I'm sorry if you said this already. He was trying to like get out. He was like trying to leave, but he couldn't because Brendan Fraser. He was like, okay,
stopped.
I'm gonna leave.
He wanted to head out because he's like, I think he's uncomfortable with like the praise.
Yeah,
you know?
And I'm glad that happened for him.
Stunned.
Yeah, and he was like so emotional and like, wow, such a sweet guy. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like the movie's over, and he didn't expect that. And I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah, they showed the panel happening. It's all the cast, and so there was a lot of questions, and he talked about his role and kind of how it was the most challenging for him because like he says, you know, during the Mummy days, I was a completely different person how I looked.
Yeah,
and so now doing something like the Whale with how my body shape is and who I am now, I can challenge myself with different roles and kind of keep myself more open to that sort of thing. So I was like, oh, that's well said. Okay, cool.
That's pretty crazy. I'm trying to look at some of the other films happening here. White Noise is Adam Driver's new film. That's right. Getting revealed here. Of course, Ana de Armas' Blonde is going to be revealed at some point this week.
I am interested to hear reviews on that.
Yeah. Alejandro Inarritu, the guy that did The Revenant, I believe.
That one is
his new film. We have Athena, which is getting. I hear that's one of the best movies of the year. It's like a coming of age movie, so should be interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard nothing of that one.
Hugh Jackman's new movie with Laura Dern. It's called The Sun.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that. Yeah.
So a lot of international ones too. Like a lot of these French names I can't.
Yeah, pronounce. It's all good.
Pronounce, but yeah, pretty cool.
See, and that's the fun stuff because we love that here, and we love covering that stuff. And I'm
hell yeah, I'm all about it.
I want to, if there's a big film, let's talk about it. Let's review it and do stuff like that because.
Oh yeah.
Up next, we got a Marvel headline. This is
funny, good, funny, nice transition there.
We got Sir Ben Kingsley himself. This comes from Variety, so again, it's as credible as they can get, right? His character Trevor Slattery will play a major role in the alleged Wonder Man Disney Plus series that we talked about on the stream the other day. So Wonder Man, here's a little synopsis because I was like unfamiliar with it. It's apparently said to be a Hollywood satire. And so the show first revealed to be back in the works in June. It will focus on the main character, Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man. In the comics, Williams is the son of a wealthy industrialist whose company falls on hard times due to the competition from Tony Stark's company.
Of course.
Williams then accepts an offer from villain Baron Zemo that gives him ionic superpowers, including super strength and durability. And he ultimately joins the Avengers, but he's like a big Hollywood actor, apparently. Like, he's an elitist, and so it's very much that kind of ego that he has with him. So it has to be kind of a funny guy that plays him, but
it's impossible for me to get excited about this.
I know nothing. Just, yeah.
I mean, I think this could be a great like shitpost type of show where it's just making fun of things, which is great.
This could be their one step into The Boys. No, which I don't.
There's no good. There hasn't been a good Disney Plus Marvel show. I mean, there's been okay. There hasn't been one that's like, my god, that was so good.
It's okay. You could say that, and your opinion matters.
It's so hard for me to get excited about this because it feels like content. It doesn't feel like work. I'm not excited like I am for the next Brendan Fraser movie. It's like that guy's got like a hero story coming. This is like, oh my god, here's what's coming in 2026 for Marvel after 10 more shows that don't matter and like a couple movies that are good and a lot of movies that aren't good. Like,
I have a question for you.
Not excited. Yeah.
Okay, do you think that when we get to like, let's say Secret Wars, we just walked out of the theater for Secret Wars and they paid off, let's say 90% of everything that happened. Yeah. Do you think that like, okay, some of these shows, like there was more meat to them, there was more matter to them after seeing Secret Wars? Like it's hard to see now, right?
I mean, it's the same with like the Star Wars prequels. I like the Star Wars prequels a lot, but then you go and watch Clone Wars, which came out after, and then it makes the prequels 10 times better, so much better even. So totally, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, it's not.
Only time will tell.
It's not even. Time will tell. And I just.
It's content versus.
It's tough, man.
I'll say content versus cinema. But no, I'm kidding.
I don't know how to say it because like I enjoy the Marvel stuff. I just not excited about it. Like I'm not counting down the days so I can go see Wonder Man. Like I couldn't care less.
Yeah, it's and that's totally understandable. I think more fans need to. More Marvel fans need to understand that is okay. People can still be a fan of Marvel and not be excited for it because it's like there's nothing wrong with that.
We have this conversation every podcast, which is pretty funny.
I know. I feel like, I'm sorry if I keep bringing it up.
It's great.
We say here, you can be fans of everything. That's who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I speak out against the gatekeepers. Because we see it in our comments of TikTok. Like our TikTok comments say that.
That we're gatekeepers?
No. That's like someone would be like, oh yeah, this looks good, but I'm not excited for it. And then someone comments like, then don't watch it then. And I'm like,
I'm going to watch it.
Why are you saying that? I'm like, wow.
I'm a fan of superhero stuff. It's just.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on now. Other studios.
Matt Shackman, baby.
Which kind of more. Sorry.
We have more Fantastic Four stuff. Also, I'm not excited for Matt Shackman, by the way. As just a quick, here we go. Let me get into this.
Dude, he's huge though. You're gonna be excited after you read this. Maybe I don't.
No, but he's done a couple things that I don't like. So it's the same with like. Okay, let's get into this. I'm kidding. Matt Shackman leaves the helm of Star Trek 4 to direct Fantastic Four. I would say off the bat, I'm more excited for Star Trek 4 than Fantastic Four, though.
Really?
I think. Yeah, I really like that Star Trek.
The last one, the third, Beyond?
Well, all of them.
In general,
yeah. In general, I like that.
I love them, yeah.
So the search for a new director will start immediately, but it's unclear whether the film will hold its December 2023 release date. I mean, I'm sure we find out this weekend at D23 what Fantastic Four is up to. But Shackman came up in the world of TV mostly recently, earning the acclaim for Marvel's Emmy Award-winning series WandaVision. He earlier cut his teeth on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia before moving on to Game of Thrones. The success of WandaVision, the show earned a whopping 24 Emmy nominations and won 3 while also becoming pop culture fixture last year, I would agree. Made him one of the big in-demand directors in town. The next Trek movie has long been in development with Paramount, hoping to reunite Chris Pine and the crew of the rebooted Enterprise that was first introduced in J.J. Abrams' 2009 film Star Trek.
Keep J.J. Abrams attached to this, keep him attached. I'm sure he will be as producer, because I think
But hey, J.J.'s been pretty hit or miss too. I can't lie. I mean,
he has, but I think when it comes to Star Trek, the first 2 were great, and the third one was iffy, but still something there, right?
Yeah.
I think for this 4th one, give me Quentin Tarantino director.
Remember he was trying to do that for a long time?
Right? Yeah. He's trying to write a script for Star Trek, which sounds so, wow, like you would do a franchise thing. That sounds interesting, but
yeah, I don't really know. It would be interesting.
It was wild to hear though about Matt Shackman leaving Star Trek 4, because for the longest time we were like, what's going on with that? What's the update on that? And so for it to be
This is the update.
Yeah, the credible about, there are rumors of the Fantastic Four. Now we know the answer for Star Trek. Right. It's gone. It's hopefully still happening. That's it with that. Moving on. Jordan Peele talks Nope. This is a little anecdote. I just wanted to bring it up. He talks about possibly more installments in that universe. He says we're not overtelling all these stories. Apparently, there's a loose end in Michael Bush's mysterious character Nobody, who didn't make the final cut.
Who's Michael Bush?
Yeah, I looked up this guy, and I looked up Michael Bush. Nope, nothing came up. I don't even know who this actor is. I was like, is that a character? Is that somebody? Looking up Michael Bush, Nope. And there's a fan theory up about a mysterious character. I don't know if that's the guy doing the press,
Jordan Peele's Nope might get a prequel. What in the world? Who is this?
It's the question I get asked most. What kind of makes the question? I'm leaning. Nope is out on digital. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. If I even look up Nope cast, there's nothing. I don't know who Michael Bush is. If anybody in the comments knows, anybody at home, message one of us and tell us who's Michael Bush.
Oh, with Nope, for example, audiences noted that IMDb listed an actor, Michael Bush, as playing a figure known as Nobody, only for the character to be absent from the theatrical cut. More than merely being an IMDb error, Peele himself noted that fans weren't entirely off the mark for speculating about the character's significance, hinting that there are explanations for that character on the horizon. Nope is now on digital HD. People can assume to find more about Michael Bush in... I guess like...
Here you go. Wait, I sent you a link to the IMDb of who this guy is. He's only been in
It's Blu-ray special features, dude. That's when people are going to learn about him, I guess.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Because in the IMDb, I see him as Nobody. And then you see it, look at his filmography. He was like an audience member, uncredited in Conan. So he's a small actor, but wow. I wonder.
Dude, I bet he's stoked. He's getting all this press right now. Good for him. I love
Michael Bush is like, yeah.
Michael Bush is like, let's go, baby. Someone sign my next check. Let's go.
That's hilarious. Anyways, I don't know. I feel the whole universe of Nope very fascinating. but when you kind of pick it apart,
Yeah.
it becomes very clear of like what.
I don't need another one. I don't need another Nope movie or anything.
No, I like just keep it different. Keep it different every time. Keep the installments to their own. Kind of like, oh, you know what I saw this week in class?
You want to interview Michael Bush? I bet we can. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You want to see who his agency is?
Yeah. Because the insights from No. Oh my gosh. That was the time before they start doing stuff about him.
Okay.
Now's the time.
I'll email his publicist right now.
Yeah. Do it
like
right now.
The show.
Yeah. I'm serious. Dead serious. All Michael Bush from Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing this, stay tuned because it could possibly be happening. That would be wild. Michael Bush from Nope.
I'm trying to find his publicist right now, but I don't have IMDb Pro, so it's hard to tell.
Here's the question. It's like, were you on set? Did you shoot anything? Or
he's not going to be able to tell us anything. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Wow. That's still going to be so great. So fun to hear. Anyways.
Wow.
We'll get back to y'all with Michael Bush. Anyways. Netflix stuff. Here we go. Do y'all know about this franchise called Beverly Hills Cop, starring a little actor,
show,
Eddie Murphy? Now, Eddie Murphy is said to be coming back for a Beverly Hills Cop remake, sequel really, called Beverly Hills Cop: Axel Foley, which is the name of the character Eddie Murphy played. It's apparently now filming with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Taylor Page. Deadline reports Murphy is back as the character Axel, and will produce along with Jerry Bruckheimer and Chad Oman of Jerry Bruckheimer Films. Will Beal will write the script. The franchise moved from Paramount to Netflix in the winter of 2019 and follows the adventures of Detroit cop Foley, who first appeared in the 1984 smash hit that followed him to Beverly Hills to solve the murder of a friend. The film became one of the year's biggest hits and solidified Murphy's movie star status. It was followed by 2 sequels in 87 and 94. So, another one is on the horizon. Stay tuned for that. I just, with Netflix's, track record, a lot of these movies are just so hit or miss, but mainly miss.
They're so, yeah.
I mean, the theme is probably the most significant thing I can recall from that. That's
from Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah, that's his theme.
That's pretty crazy.
Jerry Bruckheimer. Bring back Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. That's all I asked, Jerry.
How random.
I know.
He doesn't like doing that. He felt so trapped in the last 2. I would hate for him to do that again.
Really? Oh, man. Oh, you know what I was thinking of with him? National Treasure. My bad. The vibe of, his happiness.
Wait, hold on. I don't understand what you're connecting.
Because I didn't know. Okay, when you were like, he felt trapped. I was like, because I was about to say, but I thought he's been talking about it recently. No, he was talking about National Treasure.
Who?
Jerry Bruckheimer. Remember we talked about that last.
Oh, about doing National Treasure. Yeah. No, Jerry Bruckheimer didn't feel trapped.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp felt trapped in the last.
Oh, dang it!
The last Pirates.
Man, all messed up. Okay.
I think that's what I was reading, right? I don't know.
It's okay. I take your word for it, and it's all right. It happens.
I don't know. Yeah, he says. Yeah, everything Johnny Depp revealed about Pirates 6 during. Oh shoot, not Pirates 6. That hasn't happened yet.
Oh man, this is a wormhole.
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Never mind. Okay. Don't listen to me.
Okay, we're going
time for Disney.
Not HBO Max? Oh
yeah, you're right. Am I on the right thing? Yeah.
Okay, you want Max.
Sorry, I got really sidetracked trying to find Michael Bush's agent, and I found an email, so we're good. But anyways, sorry. House of the Dragon Episode 2 topped 10.2 million viewers across HBO and HBO Max, where nearly 25 million people have watched the premiere. Also, when Rings of Power came out, HBO dropped the first episode of House of Dragon on YouTube for everybody to watch at the same exact time for free for everybody to try to get people to hook them. Pretty smart. And House of Dragon has been renewed for season 2.
Go check it out now. You can go enjoy the first episode and see if you want to buy the service.
They're losing one of the directors, by the way. House of Dragon.
Right, yeah.
Because he said he spent so much time developing season 1. He was like, I feel like I've done my work and I'm moving on to something else. So good for him.
Good. If it gets tainted, it's like it's not on me.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
This is funny. This was a funny quote. Coleman Domingo, who plays one of the characters in Euphoria, recently won an Emmy, and he talks about season 3. he says Sam Levinson is, quote, going to take some really big swings, actually, with Euphoria Season 3, end quote. To which I respond, has he not already taken those swings?
I don't know. I don't really F with Euphoria that much. Or Sam Levinson.
Dude.
Like,
the new show that's coming out?
I know, with The Weeknd. It looks like a disaster. It looks toxic.
Stinky.
Yeah. People are going to watch the hell out of it. I'm sure it'll be shot beautifully and, like, look really good.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Dude, the themes are just gross to me. I don't know. I can't do it. I feel gross after watching it.
In the trailer, like, there's a quote. I won't trash it anymore, but the trailer, she's like, sex, yes, this sells. And I'm like, that's the show,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
selling
You're
yourself
saying
right
this
now.
show right now. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a teen drama, you know? He directs like a teen drama, but instead of being like a Disney teen drama, it's a...
The worst sides. Or very...
It's like, instead of having an argument with your friend, let's add...
guns.
Porn.
Yeah, and porn and drugs and just amplified, right? Like, experiences amplified to the max.
It's just kind of, I don't know. And then also all the stuff about the actresses, like, feeling uncomfortable with, like, him asking them to be naked on the show. Like, I don't like that either. There's just so much, like, gross stuff there.
Yeah. There's too many moments to, like, not acknowledge it, right? Yeah. There you have it.
Roadie.
Oh, we already talked Amazon.
We already talked about Lord of the Rings. Disney Plus, we have the new trailer. We got a new timeline trailer for Andor, which is pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
But Andor creators built an entire outdoor city for the show's setting. 3 to 5 city blocks, estimates one of the actors. Pretty crazy. I saw a picture of this, like an overhead view. I just love it, man. I love that we're building real sets and getting away from the volume. It looks gorgeous. Can't wait to see the show in action.
As soon as I copied and pasted that, I heard you say those exact words. So, yep, I'm with you.
It's good. Mm-hmm.
Moving on here to some light news. There's some fun stuff here. John Williams recently came back to the Hollywood Bowl, as he does every year. Did you know he's 90 years old? I didn't know.
Yeah, the guy's ancient. He said he's done after Indiana Jones 5.
Wow. There was also a quote. I didn't really want to put it because who knows, but he said, I would love to do James Bond if that opportunity came.
I'm sure he would.
I do see him ending, though, which is sad, but apparently he had a new theme. Not apparently, my bad. He premiered a new theme titled Helena's Theme for the score for Indiana Jones 5. James Mangold was at the Hollywood Bowl and told him to do it. And
pretty awesome.
We listened to it before the pod, and guys, go on Twitter and look up Indiana Jones 5, John Williams, Hollywood Bowl, and listen to it because it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's a legend. He's the best there is.
He is a legend. And then we have Harley Quinn officially renewed for season 4 at HBO Max.
Ooh. Joker.
I didn't like it. I tried it. I really tried it. I watched the first couple episodes. I was like,
I would say
I didn't love it.
Season 2 and 3 are the better ones, but
okay.
I won't make you waste your time with getting into that. Joker adds Brendan Gleeson in an unknown role. We love Brendan here.
So it is Brendan Gleeson that's in Bruges, and also in that new Colin Firth movie. That premiered at Venice. Mm-hmm. So could be interesting. And then we have Scream 6 officially has wrapped production. Cool.
And there will be no DC fandom in 2022.
Yeah, they had nothing to do. They got nothing to say.
Imagine a 2-hour show. It's just Gotham Knights highlights. Here's some of your best clips you guys sent in.
Yeah, well, I guess here's the thing.
I'm just kidding.
I think DC fandom would be dead in the water for its film portion of things, but the comic book thing should thrive. Like, they have so many great comic books going on right now. Great series. God, this year I've really gotten more into comic books, and it's been cool, like, exploring the world. Like, there's huge groups, huge fans of people, like, going at it with just, like, single runs, like, even 5-issue things. Like, there's cult followings for every single thing.
Yeah, and that's the best part about comics. You can like different things.
Yeah.
Good little runs.
You jump around.
Love that. Mm-hmm. Warner Brothers says they're returning to in-person events and conventions instead, so we'll probably just see them at, like, Comic-Cons.
Warner Brothers, they can't even afford to do a movie. They can show up at a convention?
They can only afford 2 movies and maybe a little San Antonio convention experience. Yeah. That's what the budget put them to.
Ridiculous.
But there you have it. We went over it all, the highlights of the week, and now let's talk about what we've been watching. I'll say, you know what? I'm in a film class now. I mean, not that I haven't.
Ooh, real cinephile over here, man. Just kidding.
I'm in film classes now, so we're starting to watch more movies. I just recently watched Children of Men, which I felt real like, oh, I'm watching this movie and I'm engaged with it. Great. It was...
That's a mass appeal movie. That's a huge movie.
Okay, dang it.
Children of Men. Yeah, that's a mass appeal.
It was one of those
Oscars.
Yeah, it was one of those where I'd seen clips of, but I never got into. Right. I finally watched it, and man, the themes in that about war and just like basic human rights, just lots of stuff. Of course, like we're diving into for class. Our class is about societal issues in films, so
cool. That'll be great. That'll be a great class.
And with Shaney, so it's great.
What other films you guys watching this semester?
I'll have to look at the list. I'll get back with you soon. I don't have them memorized.
Do the Right Thing, probably. He loves teaching.
Do the Right Thing. Yeah, which I've seen, as well as The Searchers from John Wayne. We're gonna dive into masculinity.
Ooh, we did that one. We did that one in his class, in one of them, and that was an interesting conversation.
I've seen The Searchers. I love The Searchers. It's a good one.
Yeah.
And some other stuff, kind of the movies that we know about,
Yeah.
like Do the Right Thing and stuff.
Cool.
I also saw this documentary called Room 237, which was a documentary analyzing all the different points of view and perspectives of The Shining, which I found very fascinating.
Yeah.
That there's so much to unpack with that movie. Just shows what a, I guess, genius, might I say, about Stanley Kubrick, but take that as you will. That's about it. And lots of streaming stuff per usual.
Yeah, per usual. Is that it? Anything else?
Yeah, that's it. What about you?
I mean, okay, so this last week I was in Texas. I think it's been about a week since I've been on this podcast because I missed last week.
Oh,
so I grinded Star Wars movies. I watched Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and A New Hope. Plus, I watched Spirited Away for the first time, which was very good. I can't believe I've never seen Spirited Away, and it's so beautiful. It's great. I watched Moulin Rouge, which was cool.
Ooh.
Interesting. Geostorm, which sucked, but it was so much fun with Gerard Butler. Damn, that was so fun. Death on the Nile with your favorite Cannibal Army Hammer. And I watched Horrible Bosses for the first time, which was hilarious. Highly recommend Horrible Bosses. But my recommendation this week is Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I started last night. Again, I've already seen the first 4 episodes, restarted last night because I'm trying to go from the beginning. And it's really, really cool. I can't believe I haven't watched it, but it's apparently one of the best animes ever. So excited.
Great recommendation. Good one. Seen a lot. That's good. Hopefully I'll be coming back next week. I'm seeing already 3 more movies because the classes is just watching movies. So it's great. I could add more stuff to my letterbox.
There you go.
This is how you know the class is fun, when the assignments are make letterboxed reviews. So Vince, if you start seeing reviews pop up.
Oh, I see. I'm seeing these elegant reviews from Ryan Maldonado. It's incredible.
That's so fun. I'm like, these guys are gonna think, wow, what is he doing? I'm like, no, it's for class.
Yeah.
It's funny though. I posted it and I was like, oh gosh.
It's good. Every once in a while I feel very strongly about a movie, and so I just write a lot about it. It feels good. And then some other ones I would just write a one-liner, and other ones I'm like, there's nothing to say about this. I just logged it and be done.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, here's our quote of the week. Let's see if you know it, because it's kind of obvious, but here we go. We'll just go back and forth. Let me get this straight. They ripped out your guts and they stuffed them in jars?
And then they take out your heart as well. Oh, and you know how they took out your brains?
I'll just say, blank, I don't think we need to know this.
They take a sharp, red-hot poker, stick it up your nose, scramble things a bit, and then rip it all out through your nostrils.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
It's called mummification. You'll be dead when they do this.
For the record, if I don't make it out of here, don't put me down for mummification.
Likewise.
There you go.
What is that from?
Let us know what you think.
There's a lot of easy hints in there. There's a lot of hints in there that you could guess right away. And, if you listen to the episode, you have some context clues for where we're pulling this from. So
there you go. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for listening at home. We have some fun stuff coming to the channel, so be sure to follow us on TikTok and YouTube especially. We're excited to be doing some live streams. Hop on our Discord. You'll know when we're going live, as well as our Twitter for all the updates. We hope to kind of do a Twitter update at D23, kind of like the second they drop. We'll see how that goes, but we appreciate you listening.
There's a lot going on.
I know, there's so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate you listening. Lots of fun stuff. Enjoy the content that's out. Make the most of it. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next time for episode 79. Good times.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys next time.